اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق الخاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق وهذه إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره مقداره العظيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. صلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما. الحمد لله رب العالمين. أفضل الصلاة وتم التسليم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. ورضي الله تعالى عن السادة التابعين علماء آملين وأئمة أربعين مجتهدين مقلديهم إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. This is part 1 of lesson 10 of the Fiqh of Imam Malik, the Mukhtasar al-Akhdari by Shaykh Abdur Rahmaan al-Akhdari. And this section is the conditions of the prayer. This is part 1. We're getting into the prayer. We finished the prayer times. Now we're going into the conditions of the prayer. And after the conditions of the prayer, then we'll get into we'll go over the section the fara'id of the prayer, then the sunnah of the prayer, then the fada'il of the prayer, and then we'll finish up with everything that comes after Salatul Jum'ah, Eid, so on and so forth. Inshallah ta'ala, this lesson will be maybe 4 or 5 parts, inshallah. So to begin, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Faslu fi shurutil salat. Wa shurutul salati taharatu hadathi wa hadathith wa taharatu khabathi min al-badani wa thawbi wa makani wa satru awrati wa واستقبال قبلتي وترك كلامي وترك أفعالي كثيرة وعورة رجلي ما بين صراطي إلا ركبتي ومرأة كلها عورة ما عدا وجهها وكفيني وتكره صلاة في سراويلي إلا إذا كان فوقها شيء. ومن تنجس ثوبه ولم يجد ثوبا غيره ولم يجد ماء يغسله به أو لم يكن من عنده ما يلبس حتى يغسله وكفى خروج وقت صلاة بنجاسته ولا يحل تأخير صلاة للعذاب طهارة. ومن فعل ذلك فقد عصى ربه. ومن لم يجد ما يستر به عورته صلاة أرينا. ومن أخطأ قبلة أعاد في وقت وكل إعادة في وقت فهي فضيلة وكل ما تعاد منه صلاة في وقت فلا تعاد منه فائتات ونافلات. Oh, the conditions of the prayer. The conditions of the prayer are 6, and the first is purity from hadath, one who needs to make wudu or ghusl, and 2, purity from kabath, impurities of one's body, clothing, and the place of prayer that they're going to pray. The third is the conditions of the covering the nakedness, the aura, what is between the navel and the knee of the man is the aura, and what is the aura of the woman is her whole body, with the exception of the face and the hands. You know, a woman, she can pray with her face and her hands visible in the privacy of her own home. At the masjid and out in the public, it's obligatory for her to be covered sutratul wajh, meaning her whole body covered with just a screen to see the way. One eye to see the way, two eyes. Not necessarily have to see the eyes, but the screen there. That's sutratul wajh. That's what is obligatory in regards to the woman coming out and being fully garbed up. The niqab in our school is makruh. It's makruh because the man wears niqab with his turban, but that's a different topic. We're talking about the conditions of covering the aura to pray. All right, so the fourth one is to face the direction of the Qibla. This, the direction of the Qibla, the direction of Mecca, it is wherever you live at. For example, if you live in China, then the direction of the Qibla will be west. We live in America, on the East Coast or the Midwest, the direction of the Qibla will be east. We're in the Western Hemisphere. In the Maliki school, the direction of the Qibla is east. So if you pray northeast or southeast within this 90-degree angle, facing directly east, anywhere between here, between directly east and this 90-degree angle, is the direction of the Qibla. That's another topic as well. 5 is leaving speech. Leaving speech, what it means here is that you don't say anything in the prayer that is not included in the prayer. 6 is leaving excessive action. This condition is talking about movement, scratching, moving, not, you know what I'm saying, too much excessive moving. I mean, it can break the salah. One of the conditions of the salah also that is not mentioned here, and this is basically this condition. It's for all of the madahib, that if you do not appear to look like if you don't look like you're praying, then to the people passing by, you're not praying. So this breaks the salat as well, because you don't appear, it does not appear like you're praying. All right. So then, as follows, the nakedness aura of the man is between his navel and his knees. The entire body of the woman's nakedness, except for the face and hands. Prayer is disliked for a man if he performed while wearing only pants. Bare-chested, unless there is something over it, a shirt or a shawl. If one gets impurities on his clothing, cannot find something else to wear or water to wash it, and does not have enough garment to wear while he washes it, then he can pray with that impurity. It is not permissible to delay the prayer because of lack of purity, and whoever does that has disobeyed his Lord. In regards to wearing pants, when we pray, the shirt that we wear, it has to cover. It has to cover the groin area. It has to cover the groin area, or the throat. You know, it has to cover. You know, it has to cover all. You know what I'm saying? What is the aura? You may find some brothers, they praying in pants and they got on a suit jacket. Their prayer is valid. Their prayer is valid. At the same time, if a person is paying attention to them and they not praying, or they're praying and they can see things that they're not supposed to see, then the man's aura, even though they're covered, is not completely covered. For the prayer, is not covered. So I just wanted to mention that to make clarity of that condition also, that is not specifically mentioned in the text, but this is understood. This is something that is understood, that it has to be, so this has to be covered. The one who does not find any clothing to cover his nakedness prays naked. Whoever makes a mistake in regards to the Qibla should repeat if there is still time. Meaning that if you in the place and you're not sure what the direction of the Qibla is, the prayer's in, you still pray. Once you find out what the direction of the Qibla is and that prayer is still in, then you repeat the prayer. If the prayer is out by the time you find out the true direction of the Qibla and the next prayer is in, then you don't have to make that prayer up. Every repetition of the prayer is a virtuous act for dha'il. For everything that will cause one to repeat the prayer does not apply to missed prayers or nafila prayers. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin wa salatu wassalamu ala rasulil karim. Ameen.